Listen up, cluckheads.
You're listening to Whiskey and Whine
with Rooster and
the Madman, where we talk about common sense, current events,
the Constitution,
and morals, while comparing drinks of yesteryear to drinks of today.
So sit back, relax, leave us a comment.
Here comes Whiskey and Whine.
So, I was asking Overlord, now that his girlfriend's been staying the night, how the relationship's been going. He said it's been kind of flat.
Well, did he actually go over and get like the little patch kit?
Yeah, I told him to go to the bicycle section. And
oh, my God. All right, Cluckleheads, we're recording.
Welcome back, Cluckheads.
You know who we are. You know what we do.
Constitution.
Current events.
Common sense.
And morals.
There's morals.
All while, we get to discuss some alcohols, but we actually went back to the true meaning. We're not doing like the apples. We are actually going mid and bottom tier.
Yeah. So, we've been doing a lot of the mixed drinks and the beer and, the pre-stuff. So
we're getting back to roots.
I wanted to get back to actual hard liquor.
And not just hard liquor, but being able to go, oh, God, that's bad.
Yeah,
that's dungeon worthy.
And really, I had the ringmaster in mind on that one because he's a vodka guy and he's talked about his favorite one, which is a flavored vodka. So I figured I'd reach out and get a flavor or thoughts with him and do a
thoughts
vodka.
with the ringmaster and
so
let's see what
good time.
Let's see what we got here. I'm assuming that this is the low end because it looks like it is in a Listerine bottle.
That is a Costco-sized Listerine bottle.
Oh, my God. How big is this thing?
1.75 milliliters. So it's like that half-gallon jug thing.
The skull.
The big jugs that you get that are like dirt cheap and stuff. It's just a different shaped bottle. But
isn't
same
that like
amount.
what happened whenever we got the Skull vodka or whatever it was?
Yeah, I think so.
One of them was like...
No, the McCormick's was coming. I think it was the McCormick's that came in the big jug.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah. So this is the same size as the jug. It's just an overly giant bottle supposed to look like a fifth.
Yeah, it's a Listerine bottle.
But yeah.
All right, so it is Burnett's Vanilla.
Yeah, so like I said, flavored.
It is 30% alcohol, so it's 60 proof. Mm-hmm. And it's made in America. And I'm going to go ahead and call it. This has the little spill proof thing at the top.
Yeah, it is. It's absolutely SeaWorld friendly.
It is SeaWorld friendly.
Yeah, it's awesome. I was excited that I was able to find this big of a bottle of flavored vodka.
Flavored
vodka. For $13.50.
This entire thing was less than $15.
Under $15. I paid more for the next one that we're going to talk about when we get to it. And it's only half the size.
Here we go.
Did it get a little crack noise? What about the seal? Is it trying? There you go. And it's going to have the spout. I call it right now.
It's going to have the spout. It's going to have the spout. It has the spout.
Yeah, all good quality Listerine bottles have the pour spout.
Here we go. The Sleepy Joe Biden sniff test.
No smell? You have COVID?
I got the Rona.
It's not the 19, it's the 22.
It smells.
Yeah.
It smells.
Yeah, I like I said, I got excited about how big this bottle was and how inexpensive. This is what I call the locked and loaded special.
You know what it reminds me of? The smell reminds me of those really, really cheap vanilla candles that you would get like at the front of the store at Walmart.
Yeah. It's
like
you know what? That smells a lot better than I thought it was gonna. I really expected it to smell like rubbing alcohol with vanilla extract.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
It's like dollar special vanilla candles.
Yeah. And like I said, this is a great big bottle, so it's going to end up for all the visitors at Locked and Loaded when they go out there to hang out with the Overlord himself, the one and only DJ Shane Guns for his interviews and stuff. He can treat them. to, hey, here's some Burnett's vanilla vodka. Courtesy of Rooster and the Madman and Morals.
So what's funny is that now every band's like going to start messaging me like, hey,
wait a minute.
We're busy that Saturday. We're washing our hair.
Yeah.
All right.
Just
So
if you ever go there, just make sure you pour your own drink. Don't let him pour it for you.
Yeah, he went to Bill Cosby's school bartending.
Yeah, he does have a dungeon.
Wow.
End up out there with the John Kerry cutout.
Yeah.
Some,
It's a pudding pop.
it's a pudding pop. All right, so
I would say poor Bill Cosby, but he's a serial rapist. We probably shouldn't laugh.
we really should.
So,
But we have laughed at much worse. We do have very dark humor.
That is. It's dark humor is like food in Mother Russia. Some people just don't get it.
Wow. Yeah, I'm going to go yellow on that one.
Oh, okay.
So can I tell my
Yellow.
blonde kid joke?
No, sir.
So,
Preemptive red.
Preemptive red.
so
Got
this
it.
one is a little bit more expensive. It's an actual glass bottle.
Oh, it is glass.
It's-
It is not SeaWorld friendly.
It's total mid range. It's Absolut vodka, but it's their vanilla flavored. It is actually made in Sweden. And if you remember when we did, we got some anxiety going on here.
Sorry about that. We had a little bit of some anxiety going on from the dogs there here in the bunker.
Yeah. So the saying is, it's made in Sweden, and we know when we had the
Sweden.
Svedka one time that we found out that was far better than the Russian vodka that we used, or the
Sweden.
the Skull, which was Kentucky vodka.
Is that the one that we were trying to call the 800 number on? And then
Yeah,
never
we
could
tried to
get
call
by
this
the
figure
answer?
whether it just kept going to like different voicemails and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, so this one comes in a cool glass bottle. It is total mid range. It's 75 milliliters. So it's what half the roughly,
It's half of that one, yeah.
So the cool thing about this, or I shouldn't say the cool thing, is so this is $18 for half the size of the $14.
So essentially,
Mega.
it is twice the cost of that
Yeah.
one.
So I expect it to be twice.
That's good.
It's good. Yeah. It's got a really nice
maybe
cap.
we need to give some to Buck.
It's not a cork. It's a screw-on cap, but it's a nice cap.
Maybe we need to give some.
Oh
of it to-
wow,
Okay.
that's very different.
Let's do the Biden.
I mean, even the
test.
smell is completely.
Oh wow,
Even the quality of the smell is
that
far
smells like
different.
real vanilla.
Yeah, so that's out there. So, yeah, so it's gonna be good. Let me get a little pour on going on.
I like these glasses.
Yeah, they're pretty cool acid etched glasses, right?
Are these the acid etched glasses that you can get from giftedchicken.com, home
They
of all
are.
your beard, bath, and body needs?
They are.
Veteran owned and operated right here in North Texas.
Yes, it is.
And what's cool about these acid etched glasses, now these are the United States Marine Corps glasses, but that Gifted Chicken does have them in all the branches with the exception of Space Force.
Yeah, we'll
But because that they're acid etched, they're dishwasher friendly.
totally dishwasher safe. And you don't get that nice engraving feeling. You don't get that little weird engraving feeling on it either. So that you can get
Maybe we
those.
should contact the owner of that place.
Yeah, I don't know. He's sometimes hard to deal with, especially on Thursday nights.
All right.
So,
So before we get into the topics here, let's.
did we mention this is episode 62?
No, we didn't.
62.
Yeah, so this is episode 62
We have been allowed to do this 62 times now.
for over a year,
It's crazy.
and we haven't got kicked off.
No,
yet.
no, it's
But
part.
we did get shadow banned, and we
but
lost
it's
a bunch
part
of
of
followers.
being internet radio. Is even though we try to keep it PG-13, we
Yeah, but when a bunch of the stuff.
Yeah,
you remember
we
whenever
pretty
we
much
had
do
the
what we
whenever we
wanna
had the
do.
shadow ban, and then we lost a bunch of followers that even unsubscribed us.
well, that
from
still
our own
happens. That's
show.
a YouTube scenario.
I was talking about from Facebook too.
Oh yeah, they're
So-
they're cahoots. I think on some of that stuff.
There's some cahootering.
Cahootering is happening.
So from your American Honky Tonk Bar Association, Morals, what can you tell us dealing with flavored vodkas that we should know about going into this?
Important things to think about when picking a flavored vodka is it made with natural flavoring or not? And also, is it distilled with the flavoring source, or is it infused with the flavoring source?
this is natural flavored.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure this one's natural flavored because it smells really, really good. So can you tell just from tasting if it's going to be more infused or natural? Or I'm sorry, not natural, if it's infused or distilled?
You're probably going to be able to taste the difference. If it's distilled with it, you're going to probably have more flavor.
Now, I just noticed one thing on the Absolut vodka bottle. Look at the back of the bottle's been painted. So whatever used to be inscribed on that, they painted over.
Did they really? They sure did. It is just painted.
Yeah, so I don't know what used to be there, but they, I guess they were saving $1.
I think they did it so that they could see
Oh, it
what's
might be
on
so
the
we
front.
can see. Yes, yeah, so we can,
Yeah,
Because it's a
this
clear
is
because the
bottle.
letter is white.
This
Okay,
is
that
white
makes more
because
sense. Here I am looking for conspiracy theories again. So
No absolute
All right.
conspiracy.
no absolute conspiracy.
Let's
You're welcome.
See what she did there.
I
It's a
see.
big hat.
Yeah.
It's fun. All right, come on. Let's get into a topic
All right,
so we can drink.
let's go ahead and get our clinkage on in this Burnett's.
Yes, Burnett.
So that's here we go.
Exciting. This one's for you, Overlord.
Oh God.
The smell coming from the glass smells like vanilla extract.
So, it's not that bad.
It went down.
That's
So-
kind of the goal.
It is burning the back of my throat already.
Oh, this is
This is like rubbing alcohol with some vanilla extract.
Yeah.
What a deal for $13.99 too.
All right. You know what? On that note, let's go ahead and get into our
I
first.
bet you could clean a wound with this. You know, they try to teach us always multiple
it's like in those
purpose
old
of things.
westerns. You know, somebody
Yeah.
gets stabbed and they just pour some of the rock gut whiskey over it. It burns. It's purifying it.
It's science.
All right.
All right.
So here we go. Timer started.
All right, topic
So-
number 1.
Housing market. That was kind of.
It's
a big week for the
this is a
housing
somber
market.
topic right here. I don't even. So yeah, the housing market is the worst it's been in 37 years.
I literally could not believe that came out the same week as his Inflation Reduction Act. That that people are bringing home more money than they ever have before. Like all. And then
No, the jobs report came out and said that's not true. There's actually more people working than before, but average income wages are actually down nationally.
Dude, this is bad.
Yeah.
This is bad. Like,
So I'll keep the topic going while you die over there.
it got in my Copenhagen,
Yes.
and now it's like,
Well, that's because you got Copenhagen going on with really bad vodka. So here's the crazy part. 35.51% of your median income per household is now what it takes just for the principal and the interest of your monthly payment. So you
Yep.
need to take 35% of everything you make just to make your mortgage payment. And that's on a home you put 20% down.
so
on.
with that being said, the average house in the area of Texas is about 435,000. Okay.
Yeah, I think the national average.
No, that was the national average.
The national average is 450,000, 449.
So that means that if you're going to get it as low as 35% of your income, you have to pay 20% up front, which would be $87,000.
You don't have that in the bank? Maybe you should check your 401k. Oh, wait. No, we'll
That's
get to
gone.
that. We'll get to that in a little while.
That is the way of the dodo.
There's nothing really laugh about. I mean, the only positive I could find in this situation is that since August, or the reports coming out of August, which was last month, so the average has come down from 449 nationally to 435 nationally. So there has been a slight drop in the housing market, but it's still to the point where it's unaffordable.
But with that being said, that means that you're going to have an increase of 40% of the income you're already making.
Yes.
To be able to buy.
National average is everyone who earns a living in this country needs a 40% increase in their monthly income in order to keep up with the housing market.
Which means that we've had a minimum of 20% inflation over the past 2 years.
Yeah.
And that means that the housing market would have to come down by 30% for everybody that
Yes,
working
correct.
now.
30% it would have to drop. And you have to take into account, though, like I talked about, the jobs report came out, and yes, there are more people working.
But people are taking home less.
But people are bringing home less. I mean, and that's something that they don't like to really talk about.
It's almost like that's a perfect setup for a good like depression or recession.
Yeah, so, I mean, allegedly...
But we'll get to that, too.
Yeah, allegedly, the stock market's supposed to be depression-proof. It's never supposed to be able to crash fully again. And the worst that can happen is a really bad, what they'll call a great recession. I mean, we're already in a recession, even though the government redefined what a recession means. Everybody's living it. Everybody's feeling it. And it's only going to keep getting worse. If you notice, gas has gone up again.
Gas.
Last week it finally got down to $3 a gallon.
And then now it's back up to $3.30, $3.35.
Yeah, I think I paid $3.25 at a Walmart gas station just so I can get the discount.
But you know what people don't realize is that with the way that the housing market is going, and granted it is coming down some, but for people that are looking to buy a house, the market's going to crash on it just like it did like in 2006. No, 2008.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
The really sad thing is wages are down, houses are up, gas is up, groceries are up, inflation across the board is just up.
Well, I mean, just
this is not a good recipe for economy. It's just not.
It's not. And the thing is, you know, like just with like some of the little things, like whenever you're looking at like basic groceries and things like that, on average, gas has gone up 44%. Oranges have gone up 17%. Bacon's gone up 18%. Milk's gone up 15%. Coffee's up 14%. Yeah. Bread's up 14%. So I mean, timer just went off. Yeah. Sorry about that.
I mean, it's just the whole thing is it's sad. We've gone from a stage of, hey, do I cut out one of those extra TV apps to save a little money, to holy crap, can I even buy meat? In this week's groceries, or should I just buy a whole bunch of ramen?
Yeah. So, all right.
Anyways, we won't beat that dead horse.
I will say this before we move any further. This Burnett's vanilla is very much leaving me prickly on the inside.
Oh, it's not that bad. We've had far worse things.
You and I have.
I've had way worse things in my mouth.
Hey, $20 is $20, man.
Yellow card, gentlemen. Yellow card.
All right.
So
what do you think about it?
I
do not like it.
It's not awesome. But honestly, if I'm doing an interview at the Locked and Loaded Studios, this is far better than McCormick's or any other garbage that we've sent them.
It is true. I'd be willing to bet that if you mix that with like a Diet Coke or a Coke or something like that, it'd probably
be great.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be great.
It'd be okay. It'd be drinkable.
It'd be betterable. It'd be better.
It'd be better. Well, that's not really.
Or betterable.
Betterable.
It'd be betterable.
That's a new word. I'm writing that down.
Yeah, betterable.
Betterable.
If Joe Biden can redefine what a recession is, I can make up words.
Also fair.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and get our good one here. In our acid etched USMC glass.
One thing we didn't talk about is the clarity is great on both of them. I mean, they're crystal clear.
Well, when's the last time you saw rubbing alcohol that wasn't crystal clear?
Well, I'm just saying that would be more alarming. All right.
Rooster and his silver linings.
Always got to see the positive.
Always got to see the positive.
All right, come on.
Let's get our clinkage going on here with these. Let's
take high hopes here.
High hopes. I have absolutely high hopes. Oh, that is better. That is way better.
Oh, that's smooth.
That is smooth, and it is way better.
Yeah.
I would even say almost creamy.
Yeah, I mean,
you want some creamy?
Stop.
What?
Drop. No, that's timer's not. I'm sorry.
I didn't even say anything. It's not about.
Yeah, I was just trying to salvage you from getting the red card here in a second.
Does it taste like creamy as it's going across your taste buds? Does it taste creamy all the way back, or does it start burning? Or
it didn't start burning. It's smooth.
Smooth and creamy.
Wait till you get it in your eye.
Red card, Rooster.
What? Oh, come on.
Card.
It's vodka. It'll burn.
All right. I tell you what. Let's hop into this next topic. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? I'm getting the timer ready. I'm gonna start this one.
Someone's excited.
I'm sure you've heard of this this little college called Oxford University.
Oxford University?
Yeah, like the Oxford University.
Yeah.
So, like the oldest university
Yeah, where they
in
do the
English-speaking
old-fashoned rowing
world.
and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
and
yeah,
they,
yeah.
They sing at their soccer games.
So it was founded in like
So they fly in
1096, something like that. So it's like
it's pretty old.
Yeah,
It's the
so
oldest in
the English-speaking
land.
world, yeah.
Didn't Queen Elizabeth speak there once?
We're gonna get there. Hold on.
Yeah.
Back that information train up. We're gonna get there in a second. All right. So I mean, they have an acceptance rate of like 15%, right?
Yeah.
They've had all kinds of notable speakers since 1167, including like chancellors, kings, and
Or
queens.
the top Ivy League school.
Yeah, and I mean, people like everybody from like Einstein.
Yeah, so I mean, we I looked at looking at the list here. It's Albert Einstein, the
Yeah.
Dalai Lama, Mother Teresa has spoken there. Queen
Stephen
Elizabeth
Hawking.
the second,
Yeah,
just
Stephen-
like Morals talked about.
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah,
and
Stephen. Presidents: Ronald Reagan, Richard Nixon, Jimmy Carter,
Bill Clinton.
even Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Who, whether you think he's controversial or not, he is a major public figure.
He's a historical figure. Yeah,
and he got to speak at Oxford. So I mean, this is like creme de la creme. No offense to the British people, saying something that's kind of French, but of
it's okay.
Speaking engagements.
So obviously, you know a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, to add to that prestigious list of all those people that we just named off, to be in the same tier as someone like Einstein and Stephen Hawking, now we have Bad Barbie.
The Cash Me Outside girl?
The Cash Me Outside girl. Cash Me Outside, how about that?
I wonder if she's going to finish her speech at Oxford. Now, I'm not a theologist at all, obviously, but I'm pretty sure this has got to be like in the back of the Bible, one of the seals that the angels breaks before Jesus comes back.
They're like, cluck it, get those trumpets ready, boys.
So we've gone from Einstein and Mother Teresa and the Dalai Lama to Bad Barbie.
Cash Me Outside, how about that?
Cash me in Oxford.
Oh, God. This is the degradation of society.
So okay, so hey, you know what? Silver lining. If Cash Me Outside girl can speak at Oxford, there is nothing saying that Whiskey and Whine can't go on tour and we speak at Oxford.
That's true. I personally wouldn't let this Bad Barbie chick speak at Collin County Community College, but
she just does it over her OnlyFans
well, I mean,
page.
I take that back. I would, but it probably wouldn't be more community college. It'd be like one of those second chance high schools of don't be like this.
Lesson learned kind of thing.
An alternative school.
And now your next speaker in the juvie department is I can't even remember her name. It starts with like Danielle Bergotti or something like that.
Yeah,
what's her name?
We'll now know because she'll be in the history books when this is all said and
Bad
done.
Bobby.
Yeah, she's going to go from pop culture to political.
I spoke at Oxford.
Cash me outside. How about that?
Cash me outside.
Love it.
Did I say cash? I meant pound me outside.
Wait, what?
What?
Well,
Yeah,
her Bad Barbie is her OnlyFans face name. She's got to pay that rent, man.
I just literally I can't believe it that we have this much of a dumbing down of society.
Society is crumbling. Western. What was it? The Fall of Western Society. What was there a movie? I think it was done. It was about the metal scene and stuff back in the 80s. And anyways, sorry.
Talking about heavy metal?
No, that was a cartoon one. But
Mad
yeah,
Max.
No, it had like a bunch of interviews with like what's his name, Chris Holmes from Wasp and stuff like that, and Megadeth, stuff like that. But it was really just kind of a documentary kind of show that the other side of society and this degradation kind of thing. And no, this is far worse.
This is worse.
This is far worse than Mr. Holmes sitting in his pool drinking that bottle of Jack Daniels from his mama.
It's almost like, in 2020 things cannot get worse, and then all of a sudden 2021 comes, you're like, okay, this has to be the bottom.
Yeah, hold my Burnett's vanilla.
and then we have 2022 where it's just been a total cluck show, and then going into the last quarter of 2022 we get Cash Me Outside Girl. That's speaking of
again, it's not a good sign. It's a seal somewhere in the Bible. I'm
timer
sure.
just went off. Timer just went off.
Yeah.
But if all else fails, we still have whiskey and wine, and whenever this whole thing comes clucking, burning down, we're going to turn the microphones on and we're going to narrate it.
Well, we got fire and brimstone falling from the sky right now, everybody.
Be like, really? This is who you're worried about?
That piece of brimstone's kind of phallic symbol. Yellow card.
Be like, this is the guy we had to worry about. The guy was, hey, nice cloven hooves there. How'd you like losing to that hillbilly in Georgia?
Yeah.
So what did you think about the Absolut?
I kind of like it. I mean, it's.
I don't kind of like it. I do like it.
It's
much different.
I got to be down with the Swedes when it comes to vodka.
Swedes.
They seem to know what they're doing when it comes to vodka.
We do have some people from Sweden that listen to us. So
sweet.
And you know how you always get their attention. You know what you do. Swede.
No.
And literally like 30 of them will turn around. It's awesome.
What was the chef from the Muppets? Was he Scandinavian? What was he supposed to be?
I don't know.
So
he's a Muppet.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already got enough controversy with a person of color playing Ariel.
We drank a lot of this stuff, and that's why he sounded like that.
We already got a person of color playing Ariel that people are making a big deal out of.
Nobody cares.
And now you're trying to bring up the chef.
Nobody cares about the Ariel thing.
We're not talking about the Ariel thing. We're talking about the chef.
He is Swedish.
See? Swedish.
Yeah, but you assume.
Yeah, Swedish.
You assumed.
Yeah, I did assume, and I assumed correctly.
Well.
Just like when I see a person with breasts, I assume female.
The Swedish chef's first appearance was on The Muppet Show, subtitled Sex and Violence, 1975.
Wait, what? Wait, what was this?
I'm telling you, we could hang with that dude.
I want to see this. Where did...
Sex and Violence, the Swedish chef.
Sex and Violence,
Schmorg.
1975, Jim Henson.
Oh, yeah.
Herby derby derby derby.
Did you ever see the Jim Henson?
Hold on. Sir, what were you saying? Herby derby derby. What does that translate as?
Oh, we can't say that.
This particular recipe comes from the book of Hannibal Lecter.
So, did you ever see Jim Henson's son did that Happy Time or something like that?
Yeah.
Happy Murder. I don't remember what it was. Yeah, it was out there.
Not Happy Murder Friend.
Anyways,
I know what you're talking about.
It was out there.
I just can't think of the name.
Yeah,
Happy Tree Friends.
Happy Tree Friends.
Yeah.
And if you've ever watched it, it looks like it's an animated show.
Happy Time Murders. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Happy Time Murders, yeah.
With Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so the Wicked Hen hated it. I thought it was
the Happy
funny.
Tree Friends that you're talking about, that's exactly the one that I get it confused with, because I made this mistake. I'm like, why is somebody sending me this cartoon meant for kids? Dude, just watch it. No.
Well, I'm going to say that we are way off down a rabbit hole at this point. Wow, that's awesome. We're going to have to find that episode and watch it.
We're going to, Well, it came out in 1975. It's called Sex and Violence.
Yeah.
Two of my favorite things to do.
I wonder if they've got the old Muppet Show on Disney Plus.
No, they edited a bunch of that stuff out.
Oh, dude, that sucks, man.
Yeah, they edited a bunch of that stuff out.
Some of that stuff was great. I used to love that show when I was a kid.
You know what else is
back
great?
on task.
Yeah.
You know what else is great?
What?
Sex and Violence.
You know what's not great? Burnett's Vodka.
Burnett's Vodka.
I ever tell you about my get rich quick scheme to
Yeah. How about we not bring that up, because we don't want to be extradited.
Whatever.
All right, so I tell you what.
She got her shoes back. I don't know what the problem is.
Typical Thursday. But you know, that was very gentlemanly of you to give her shoes back.
I'm a kind guy.
Yeah.
Let me give her.
Kind of something.
Let me give her.
Give her something. $20. STD. Something.
Okay, so now the go backs.
Go backs. Oh, yeah, we got to do go backs.
So let's do the go backs. So we're going from the Absolut to the Burnett's.
Absolut to the Burnett's.
Absolut to the Burnett's. So Absolut.
Here.
Little cluckage clinkage.
It's a nice sipping vodka.
Good too. Here we go.
No.
medicinal. Again, you could clean an infected wound.
This is bad, dude.
this.
I'm pretty sure this is like whenever somebody gives somebody a root canal.
Well, you know, like
whenever they give somebody a root canal, they like, hey,
like
hey, swish this.
You know, like if you get a wound, something you taste like, metal or peanut butter in your mouth.
Yeah.
Well, this way you can cleanse that wound and you'll get a vanilla taste in your mouth.
It's a win-win situation.
It's a win-win, baby.
I'm pretty sure that.
It doesn't go back very well.
No, it doesn't. But I'm pretty sure that this is actually worse than the skull.
So I'm pretty sure from tasting that this one is infused with the distilling process, the Absolut, and this one is just
added
vodka and say, hey, you know what? Throw some vanilla extract in there.
I think that this is worse than the skull.
Oh no.
I think
we're going to disagree on that one. But let's move on to the big.
You know
FUs.
what? I'd be willing to say that if it wasn't for the vanilla, it'd probably be worse than the skull.
It'd probably be close to the skull, but
at
the
least
vanilla
the
helps.
vanilla kind of helps it.
It helps it.
So
all right.
What's our next topic here? Oh, it's our favorite topic.
The big FU
Stands for follow up.
No, it really doesn't stand for follow-up.
Sometimes.
It does not.
Sure. Hey, IRS, big FU.
Not a follow up.
Now don't follow up on me.
Yeah.
I love the IRS.
My name is John Smith, and my address is.
Okay.
All right, let me get the timer start. God, that gets caught in the back of my throat, dude. This is horrible.
We'll drink the other one.
I can't because I don't break the rules on our own show.
Well, we already did the go back. I mean, do whatever
Now
you
we
want.
got to go the
We
other
got to
way.
go the other way.
Oh, yeah. That's fine. Whatever.
Yeah. Okay, timer started.
All right. It's not that bad. All right. So
It's that bad.
On to the big FU's topic number one. So we all know Mr. Biden, President Joe Biden.
Joseph Robinette
Sleepy Joe.
Biden. Sleepy Joe.
Father of Hunter.
Smartest man he's ever known.
Yeah. Most reputable citizen
Come on, man.
in the country. Anyways, so he signed the Inflation Reduction Act into law.
Which even every single...
Yeah, we all know. Everybody in the government except for the White House and the Democrats are saying that's actually going to raise inflation. But they're like, nah, they could be wrong.
They could be.
They could be. What do they know? Yeah, that's their whole job.
That's their job.
It's the Fed.
So
it's what the Fed Reserve
whatever.
does. Anyways, so to give himself a pat on the back for his win, because he calls it a win, so he does a live speech out there at the White House.
Yeah,
and
naturally.
he's talking about how great a guy he is, what he did with the Inflation Reduction Act, he's doing creepy whispers, got his hands going, all that kind of stuff. Not nearly as angry as the last speech he gave.
The fascist speech? Yeah.
So, but here's what made it hilarious. So he's giving this speech about the Inflation Reduction Act.
Yeah.
And it's live, so
Yeah, we're building back better, baby.
Depending on the news channel you watch when they do it, and I'm not talking the editorials they give or their own little opinions, I'm talking just the live feed. If you try to,
like it has like the little ticker,
the little
at the bottom?
tickers going in there, on Fox or CNN,
where you
or
see like
MSNBC.
breaking stories or like the Dow Jones or anything.
Some
like
of these
that,
channels
yeah.
were actually running when he gave the speech. Were running the financial report, and so when he's giving this speech about Inflation Reduction Act, which is going to do anything but reduce inflation, the Dow, no lie, the Dow was actually crashing live on TV during his speech and the little ticker below.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so it kept crashing. So he's talking about this is going to be great. Everything's going to be good. Economy's awesome. And meantime, everybody at Wall Street during his speech is like, sell. It's all doom and gloom.
That was literally happening at the same time.
Yeah. So
and that's whenever it crashed at like the lowest it's been since like 2005.
The lowest has been
like
since
that.
2006.
2006.
So we lost more points during that speech and that day than we've had since 2006. So just the comedy part of it alone of
pat myself on the back
about
patting myself
I'm actually
on the back.
increasing inflation, not reducing it, while I'm tanking the economy, giving the speech talking about how I'm saving the economy. That you couldn't write more comedy than
Well, you
that.
know what would actually probably save the economy?
Put it all back the way it was.
Well, that too. But one of the things that would help, because it's helped in Texas, is that we're spending $13 million right now on illegal immigrants versus like the $850 million we'd be sending if we kept them here because we're busing them places.
Yeah, and that goes right into number two on the big FU here. So Gavin Newsome, we've all heard, the governor of California. Some say
the tyrant king of
Some say
California.
he might actually. Rumor is he might actually challenge Joe Biden for the presidential election, and he could he might be able to win it. So he is asking the Department of Justice, because Democrats say they do not use the Department of Justice, the FBI, for political gains.
Absolutely not. They don't.
So Gavin Newsome has come
Stand-up
out and
people.
publicly asked the Department of Justice to consider pressing kidnapping charges on all Republican governors who are involved in shipping illegal aliens or migrants to all these sanctuary cities, up north and northeast.
It's not kidnapping if we're getting them to a
But
sanctuary
no,
city.
he wants to do it. The cool thing about that is it doesn't really count. It's not going to count in Illinois next year anyway.
No, it's not.
Kidnapping's no longer a
But
crime.
I found it funny that that all of a sudden now people in the Northeast, they're up in arms because the first bus went to Martha's Vineyard. I started dying.
And
laughing.
the people, the citizens of Martha's Vineyard were not having it. So they demanded the state come in and take over, and the state came
And
in.
the state did, but the
They
thing
came
is
over,
that
they handled
that's
it.
what we deal with on border states.
But I've always said it
All the time.
I have said this since I became a voter in the early '90s. I guess right around turning 90, or in 1990 when I became eligible. Excuse me, too much vodka here. Nobody is going to understand illegal immigration or the problems that is involved with that until they have illegal immigration in the Northeast. Until they start seeing it from Washington D.C. up through Delaware into Maine, all the way
over to
from New
like
York,
Ohio
and then
and
all the way through the
Illinois.
Midwest into Detroit.
Yeah.
They do not
Absolutely.
understand what it is they're asking for open borders. They don't understand the financial burden
so speaking of
that
borders,
their states are going to take.
Speaking of borders, our borders are our favorite topic.
Oh, yeah.
Where in the world is Kamala Harris?
I did a search again. Couldn't really find her. I can tell you where she wasn't. She was
Where
not
was
at
she?
home.
Oh, she wasn't?
You know how I know she's not at home is
Did
because
she have some visitors that showed up?
because Governor DeSantis of Florida has basically done the hold my beer thing to Governor Abbott here in Texas about the shipping migrants to sanctuary cities, and he sent his first busload of migrants, not his first busload period, but the first busload to Vice President Kamala Harris's house.
To her home?
Dropped him off in front of her house.
Touche, Governor.
Oh,
Touche.
well, she's the border czar.
Hey,
She's supposed to take care of it.
She's supposed to handle
So
it.
he's just like, here, I'm helping you.
Yeah, I mean,
You obviously are too busy to go to the border to fix it, so I'm going to bring the border to you. The sad truth is that there are people being used for political gain on both sides, and that's a tragedy in its own.
Yeah, it is. Oh, timer just went
but-
off. Timer just went off.
You got to find the comedy in it, and that is funny.
And that is irony.
Oh, all right, so we got to go back. We're going
All right,
back
let's
from
do it. So
Burnett's
let's go from this Burnett's.
to Absolut.
It's something that catches me. Like,
Okay, so I can tell you, I'll give you my opinion while you finish that one. You could tell how much more of a vodka Absolut is. It's absolutely stronger.
it's
than
absolute vodka.
Absolut vodka is absolutely stronger.
It's
than Burnett's.
absolutely smoother.
Yeah, it is smoother, but it tastes more like
Absolutely.
hard liquor. Again, this one is really just a cheap.
How do you know it's hard liquor?
It's good that you're just stopping yourselves there.
Soft liquor's not productive.
I was just saying because the Moral said it was like super creamy in her mouth. So how'd you know it was a hard liquor?
I don't think she put the mouth parts. I think you put that in there. And then you had that impromptu weird thing about the eye, and that was unclassy of you.
Swap it off.
Red card at both of you.
I didn't do it.
Guilty by association.
Lights up a cigarette. She didn't look like no cop.
And it is only Thursday.
So, yeah, obviously, Absolut's a better vodka. And I can't say this.
Absolutely.
I can't say that it's the top vodka. That Svedka was really.
Oh, no,
really,
it's not the top vodka we've ever
It
had.
was really good.
No,
but
no.
for vanilla vodka, this is
It's pretty dang good, though.
pretty dang good. And compared to Burnett's, this is light years ahead.
Yeah.
So my understanding is both of these are distilled with the vanilla, not
Okay,
infused.
so there's-
Evidently,
Okay.
I was incorrect. Infusion actually is harder to do well.
Oh, okay.
So Grey Goose is considered the best infused vodka. So the watermelon, whatever we had.
Yeah, that was the
Watermelon and basil.
Basil, that's what it was.
A goose.
Ha 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 ha. So Grey Goose is evidently, according to my resources, the
Which
best
should be
infused
why
vodka.
it's on a higher pay scale.
And Belvedere is ranked as the smoothest vodka.
Like Mr. Belvedere?
Didn't he get canceled for touching kids or something?
Wait, what? Did he really?
I don't know. I just made that up. Sound like something he would do.
Anyway,
Not the real actor, the character. I don't know who was even in the show. I never watched the show. Sorry.
You never watched Mr. Belvedere?
No, I did not.
we
Sorry.
digress. So vodka.
Yeah. I was more of a Married with Children and Simpsons. And,
No, man. Mr. Belvedere was way before that.
was he?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was
Mr. Belvedere was like with Webster.
I was too busy
and all that
probably
stuff.
having friends and doing
Why do you got to
stuff.
talk to me in that tone of voice? You don't talk to me in that tone of voice. So
Well, you're all at home, all forced
I'm
gumped up with your
glad.
leg
So
braces.
does that mean that we need to add like Swedish Bar Association to her?
So
Maybe.
Burnett's is quadruple distilled.
Quadruple?
Quadruple distilled.
Quadrupled.
Wow,
but-
that's a lot.
That's almost 4
Absolut
times the normal amount.
Claims
That's 3
to
times
be
more than I would've guessed.
infinitely distilled because they continue to distill it till they feel it's ready.
Infinitely distilled.
It's like grandma's cooking. Just a dashboard.
I have reservations on that because it can't be infinitely distilled. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in the bottle. It would still be getting distilled.
Meaning they're not finite in their choices.
But that's
how many
direct.
times.
Like, that's directly opposite. That's the antonym of infinite. Finite is not infinite.
I said it's not finite in their decision of when to stop distilling.
But it had to be finite because they stopped.
It's new math.
It's that Common Core.
Yeah, Al Gore invented it.
You know,
Back when he invented the internet.
and now he's just out saving the whales. All right, so who do you have?
I believe that's Man Bear Piggy's out there trying to save.
Man, Bear, Pig.
Yeah.
I think my choice is clear. Ha ha ha. I choose Absolute. You're welcome. You both
Madman?
deserve it.
Considering that one of them made me choke and not in the good way. So, I mean, it was like just hard to
You're
swallow.
not trying hard enough.
No, I mean, that one was pretty hard to swallow. It like caught in the back of my throat. But the one that I like was that one that was like super creamy all the way back and
Yeah, you
like just
check their
covered.
shoe size next time.
Yeah.
It'll
It's a
tell you.
12. It's a 12.
13 and a half.
So you're going with Burnett's is what I'm hearing.
I'm going Absolute.
Absolute. Okay. So I'm going to go Absolute. Duh. Dirty, dirty, dir. It's not a difficult decision at this point.
No, one of them could be used to
But
clean dry
but
erase
I do
boards,
have to-
and one of them could be
I do
used
have
as
to
a
say-
sipping whiskey.
Burnett's is not the
whiskey.
worst low end.
Or sorry, I was trying to finish my thought, and he was coming in, and I was
This-
trying to speed up. but
Burnett's
he was
vanilla
cutting me off like he is now.
is better than McCormick's, Kentucky Deluxe, Kentucky Tavern,
And still reserve.
and Steel Reserve.
Yeah.
So it is not even. Well, maybe it's in the worst 5. I don't know. I don't even know if it's in the worst 5. It might be number 6.
This is definitely in the worst 10.
Like, 'cause what was that tequila? That Aztec or Montezuma's?
Oh,
that was worse than this.
Yeah, Aztec
Montezuma,
Gold
So-
or whatever it was.
So this in the low ends, this is not the worst thing that we've done here. By far, it's not the worst thing we've done here.
It's not bottom shelf, but it probably is close.
I will make sure that next week.
Yeah,
we
no,
get,
true. This wasn't bottom shelf at the liquor store. This was the shelf above the bottom shelf because the bottom shelf is really kind of hard to dictate because there's so many different flavored ones that you can pick, like blackberry, blueberry, and all that stuff. So vanilla with the V, just put it on the shelf.
As I was saying, next week, whenever I get to choose, I'm going to make sure that we get a bottom shelf, a true bottom
All right,
shelf.
cool.
I mean, I'm going to ask for like something that has dust
I
bunnies
did see the
setting on
skull
it.
when I was in the vodka section, and I was like, oh, fond memories.
Does Copenhagen make a liquor?
No, but I'm pretty sure that if somebody had Copenhagen in, there was a liquor that, you can just keep it Joe Dirt style.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, so I mean, this was not hard, but it was. I'll tell you what though, especially because we've done so many like apples for apples here recently.
Yeah.
this was kind of fun going back to like top shelf, bottom shelf.
Yeah, I just really wanted to get back into the hard liquor and then do something that was truly
And-
bottom shelf, kind of garbage, and then.
Especially since we have.
But I'm surprised it wasn't as garbage as I thought.
Especially excited about it, considering that next month we get to start our second annual
Clucktoberfest. Which means I start shopping tomorrow.
Oh, this is the best time of year.
Yeah. So I'm kind of glad that we're gonna get two really bad ones in. So then that way we can
There
go.
weren't really any bad ones last.
No, we've got 2 more weeks.
2 more bad ones. Yeah.
Two more bad ones, two more bottom shelves before we get to just enjoy Clucktoberfest.
Yeah, probably we gotta get a whiskey in there somewhere. So
We can make this happen.
yeah, we need to get a whiskey in there or something. We did flavored whiskeys already, didn't we?
I don't know.
Yeah, didn't we do the honey and?
Oh yeah, we did a honey.
Did we do a peach?
Whiskeys? I don't think so. We've done the flavored
We talked about doing peanut butter whiskey,
Moonshine.
but we never did.
Yeah, moonshine. That's what we did.
Yeah.
So we did the apple.
and we did the flavored mead.
Oh, I'm always down for mead. Oh my gosh! Speaking of mead, and then we'll get out of this bad boy. Copper Sky. They got a new flavor.
Okay, are you going to elaborate, or are you just going to let me
It's
guess?
just delicious. So I get free samples when I go see them at the market. It's like blackberry something.
So there's a blackberry mead, and you have not brought any.
Yeah, I just found out about it when he gave me a sample. He didn't have any bottles I asked for.
How many bottles did you ask for?
He didn't have any. He was sold out.
So you bring it up knowing that
I
we.
just thought it was worth bringing.
That's just
up.
rude.
It is rude.
You're rude.
I apologize. So one thing before we get out of here, this Sunday, DFW Ride for Kids.
Are they going to have the mead there?
No, they're not one of the vendors. I can't really bring alcohol into a pediatric brain cancer.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, it's probably kind of frowned on.
This might actually kill it. This is Burnett's.
So, so come on out on that one. We're going to do it. It's going to kick off at 9, or registration's at 9 a.m. Kickstands are up at 11 a.m. We got a Jeep club that's going to be out there as well. So,
Isn't that the one that's over there, like Camp Wisdom, right south of 820?
Yeah, it's 820 and 3008 in West Normandale, I think. It's the Fort Worth Indian dealership. You can't miss us. We'll have our tents out there. I'll have the big Gifted Chicken sign out there. I'm a sponsor this year, and it'll be a good time. So if you can make it out. If not, I shared it on the Whiskey and Wine page. I shared it on the Gifted Chicken page. There's a donation page you can do. So anybody who can't make it out, if you want to donate to a great cause, my donation link is out there. We're still a couple thousand short of where we're trying to be, but hopefully we'll get there by Sunday.
Hopefully it's a great organization.
It is. It's a great organization.
So, well, all right. So I think that
That's it.
it's 62. It's absolutely done. All right, Cluckheads, you've been listening to Whiskey and Wine with the Rooster and the Madman. And remember, in a world full of chickens, be a rooster. You're listening to Whiskey and Wine. Thanks for tuning in to Whiskey and Wine with the Rooster and the Madman, where you can catch brand new episodes every Saturday at 4 p.m. on Deep Dallas Radio on Locked and Loaded with DJ Shane Guns.
Special thanks to our sponsor, GiftedChicken.com, home to all your beard, bath, and body care needs. Veteran owner-operator right here in North Texas. Remember to pick up a bottle of Overlord's Dungeon Oil. It's 100% all-natural coconut oil.
Leaves you prickly on the insides.